Now it says connected. Now you can see that I've also got this paired up with my Samsung phone and with the Bluetooth keyboard here. Now you just do that with, through the Bluetooth setting here. You can use Wi-Fi, and if you turn the hotspot on your cell phone, you can also tether this to your cell phone for mobile hotspot so that you can use this totally independently. Now let me put the optics back on here. Want to talk about plus and minuses with this thing. This is a new product. There's still a few bugs to be worked out. I'm going to be starting a Kickstarter currently to do what's called localization, so that we'll be customizing the interface for this headset for the American market. Currently this is made from China and being shipped in from Hong Kong. It's a Google Cardboard class headset, but what's really nice about this is that unlike the Gear VR, if you open up this port down on the bottom, you'll see you've got your USB port, your audio jack, your HDMI port, and then an SD card slot. Now this will support up to 32 gigabyte SD card, so that you can load your games and videos and stuff directly on the SD card, and to play on the system, and you can just swap out the card to upgrade the memory. Now this has an 8-core processor inside with 8 gigs of internal memory. 3 of that is dedicated to the operating system, so there's only 5 available for storage on the device currently, and then it's got 2 gigs of processing memory. So this is comparable to a 1080p cell phone. This is 1080p resolution, so it's 1920 by 1080p. Now what's really nice about this is the optics are very nice. I've shown this at several different conventions recently. I took this to the Game Developers Conference. Here, let me show you. Took this to the Game Developers Conference here in San Francisco, where I was showing it off, and everyone loved it. I didn't get any negative reviews. They're really impressed with the optics and stuff. The optics at 1080p is comparable to what the Sony Morpheus is going to be, which is 1080p. It's not going to have as high a processing power as the Morpheus, because that's running off of a really powerful GPU in the PlayStation 4, but you don't require a PlayStation 4 for this. This will retail at $400, where just the PlayStation is $400, and the headset's going to be, also $400 to $600. And this is available now. You don't have to wait until next October, which is when the PlayStation headset's coming out. Now, I also showed this at the SVVR meetup last night. It is now Good Friday, so it's the end of March 2016. A couple of days before Easter. I showed this at the SVVR meetup last night, and everyone that I showed it to, really liked this. They said that the optics are fantastic, and for the price point, it can't be beat. It's not perfect. There are some apps that do not run properly on this yet. That's what we're gonna have to do with localization, but I loaded the Disney movie app, and I've got the Blu-ray version of Guardians of the Galaxy. I downloaded the ultraviolet version onto this headset, and it plays fantastic. It looks great. I installed the Xfinity On Demand app. Watching the on-demand movies from my cable at home, and that works great. Playing 2D videos and 3D videos and that kind of stuff in here through the various apps work very well. Playing a lot of the Google Cardboard type games and stuff. Most of those will run on here without any problem. A lot of the 2D cell phone games They'll run on here, but I mean, some of them will need some localization, customization, because they're meant for touch screens rather than a gaze cursor or a game controller to operate. Now, when you buy this, you're also going to want to get another headset, I mean, to go with this, because it's just a basic system. I mean, it comes with a very basic controller and a set of earbuds. Now, it comes with an HDMI cable and a USB cable and a charger. Now, this charger is 5 volts, 4 amps. So this will produce more power than a standard, cell phone charger. You can charge this with a standard cell phone charger, but it'll take a lot more time. Now, the battery on this is very good. I mean, I've had it running, 5 or 6 hours, continuously without any problem. I mean, this is not a high-end gaming system. If you want to do, high-end gaming like Gun Jack or other stuff like that, you need to go with a Gear VR. I mean, this at 1080p is not as high a resolution as the Gear VR. The Samsung phones are 2560 by 1440, where this is, 1920 by 1080. So the Samsung phones are 20% larger in resolution. The headset is a lot more ruggedized than the Gear VR. The Gear VR, I mean, this you can see, it's all built in, it's all solid. I mean, it's a little bit heavier, but this is a lot more durable and ruggedized. I've dropped this a number of times, and the most that I've gotten, is a little blemish and a couple of scratches here, where every time I've dropped my Gear VR, the face shield pops off, the cell phone pops out, and I'm worried about breaking a $600 cell phone. Now, you can see that I'm a California resident here in San Jose, and I'm doing this as a legitimate import business. I started off as a photographer doing 360 spherical photography. Back when my original company was Digital Graphics Interactive, and this was from the Augmented World Expo last June of 2015. Now, I also went to the Intel Developers Conference in August, which is when I started the newsbubble.com, which is a website that I started because I'm doing 360 spherical photography.